Previously on Casualty.
You went off with someone else?
It was once. Don't give up on our family.
Come on, Nate.
Jacob, do something! Do something!
Sorry, Tina.
If I'd have called you, you could have had a chance to say goodbye to your brother.
Nice start, nice. Nice and relaxed. Stay with them. Come on, come on. Chest thrust, We did it! We're going to nationals.
We are. I can't believe it.
Oh, I can, because you've got it. I mean, whatever it is, you've got it. We are going to make history. You ready for it? Of course you are. Come on.
Ah, the man himself. Okay, so someone needs to represent our department at the finance meeting today. That great honour has been bestowed upon yourself.
Me?
Yeah, well, that's what I said.
No, I'm not a consultant. I'm not across the budget.
Yeah, which is why I've drawn up a report you can use as a reference.
No, please, Ethan, I hate things like this.
I know, I'm sorry, but I've got an appraisal this afternoon and there really is no one else. You always say you want more responsibility, so time to rise to the occasion. Poor BD.
You okay? You look like you're gonna throw up.
Okay, thank you. All right, we've got an RTC, male motorcyclist, 7 minutes away.
Rash, can I have you in Bay 5, please? This is a deal. Safi, he's 52 and he's hurt his arm.
Rashid?
Wait, you two know each other?
Yeah, Mr. Safi was my track and field coach at sixth form.
Oh, really?
Hard to believe, right?
Or was he any good?
Yeah, you could say that. Rashid here was up for national team. 400 metres.
Did you make it into the team?
No, injury.
I heard you'd gone into medicine. Is he any good?
No, I'm joking, he's brilliant.
So, what happened? How'd you hurt your arm?
Fell.
You fell? Passing out or tripping?
Tripping.
Did you hurt your head or neck?
No, I'm fine. Just, if you could patch my arm up, then I can get out of your hair.
Okay, could you move your arm for me, like this? And then like this? Is there a normal sensation in your hands and wrist?
Yeah. Hurts a bit.
We'll book you in for an x-ray, check for a possible fracture, and do some bloods too. Robin here can talk you through it. Excuse me.
So, here, consultant.
Hi.
Hey, this is Ted Marsden, 29 years old. At 13:30, he came off his motorbike at 60 miles per hour, suspected sternal fracture and multiple rib fractures with possible flail on the left.
Okay.
He's been unstable with a BP of 70 systolic, rest 28, SATs 94%. He's been really cold and clammy with GCS 15 throughout.
Bay 3, please.
Spinal precautions in place. It was an effort to get IV access, but he's had 1 gram TXA, 10 milligrams of morphine IV.
Okay, thank you, Phoenicia. Let's see what the primary survey gives us then, but we'll pay close attention to the chest and the need for any urgent thoracostomies, yeah?
All right, on lift. Ready, brace, lift.
Tina, can we get another line in and set up 2 units of Oneg and a TXA infusion, please?
Yeah.
Can we check the pelvic splint and another 10 of morphine? All right, we'll activate the major hemorrhage protocol.
Hi Ted, I'm Tina and I'm a nurse. Can I put another needle in your arm and take some blood, okay?
Millie,
What's that?
fiance.
Oh, dark hair and gorgeous?
Yeah.
Alright, well she's here and we'll update her soon, don't you worry. Have you chosen a wedding song yet?
Nah. Can't agree.
Can we keep the blood going while he's in the scanner, yeah?
Whoa, steady.
Sorry, Ian.
It's all right. You seem like someone who lives life in the fast lane.
Yeah, right. Actually, I've decided to take my foot off the accelerator.
Give over. Bit soon to limit yourself to the slow lane, surely.
I will take that as a compliment.
You are welcome. Right, back to it. You'll love these two.
Every memory, my thanks to you.
She loves her music. It calms her. You can take them off now.
Right, this is Bobby Stair and her husband, Ken. Bobby's had a fall and she's struggling to weight bear.
George is wonderful. George?
George is their son. Bobby's got Alzheimer's. Bobby, this is Faith. She's our advanced clinical practitioner.
Hi there, Bobby. Do you want to tell me how you hurt yourself?
Oh, she bumped into the cupboard in the kitchen.
I was in the bathroom.
I love it. It was the kitchen. Ian said this wouldn't take long.
Well, it shouldn't do, but first I have to take a look at that sore hip, and then I'll send you up for an x-ray, okay?
No, it's all right. Now, Bobby, shh, 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 shh.
She's usually fine. You just take it slowly, one step at a time.
I know what I'm doing. Thanks, Ian.
I just meant...
Control 3006, please respond, over.
3006 receiving. Go ahead, over.
Thanks, 3006. Can you start getting mobile, over?
Yeah, put it through.
Okay, Bobby. Should we try that again?
Millie?
Yeah.
I'm Tina. I'm one of the nurses looking after Ted. Here's his helmet for safekeeping.
Where is he? Is he okay?
He's just gone for a CT scan, but he's stable.
Oh, right.
He was asking after you. He said you're deciding on a wedding song.
Ted's not as much of a fan of Ed Sheeran as I am, put it that way.
Well, anything's better than the song my cousin chose. He went for Tainted Love, and he was divorced within a year. Make yourself comfortable in the relatives' room. We'll have an update for you soon, okay?
Okay. Thanks.
All right.
Is that you?
Yeah.
You said you were something of a prodigy.
Well, was it meant to be?
It must have been hard when you injured yourself, but for both of you.
Robin, it's so strange seeing him like this. Back then he was fierce. Every day he'd be up at 6 a.m, he'd go for a run, go to work, then back to training in the evenings. He was non-stop. Now look at him.
He's totally jaundiced, and there's clearly something more going on. So if it's too difficult for personal reasons...
No, I'm okay.
You sure?
Yeah, let's do it.
Right, that's great, Bobby. Well done. Have you guys had any lunch?
Oh, no, we're saving room for our special meal.
What's the occasion?
Well, today's our golden wedding anniversary.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing. 50 years. So, what did you have planned?
I'm cooking dinner. 3 courses, bottle of bubbly, then music and a dance, if Bobby can manage it. It's our little tradition.
Well, it is beautiful to see that romance is still alive.
Oh. He went to the toilet, but... Well, that was like 15 minutes ago.
Millie was just asking after you. She's just getting a cuppa now.
Great.
Definitely worth letting her have that Ed Sheeran song for your wedding, I think.
I will.
Wise man. I'm partial to a bit of romantic ginge myself.
Oh. Oh.
Ted?
Oh. He's having a run of VT.
Oh.
I can feel a central pulse.
Oh.
How you doing, Ted?
Oh.
Could you check the potassium on the gas, please?
It's 4.5.
Must be bruising around the heart. Okay, I haven't got a pulse. He's in PEA. Let's start compressions. I'll do thoracostomies.
Adil, stop! What are you doing?
My arm's better.
Your arm's the least of my worries right now. You're not well. You need to come back. You're jaundiced. We need to investigate.
Investigate. Save it. I'll tell you what they're going to find. Pancreatic cancer.
Pancreatic cancer?
Yeah, you heard.
Whoa, you can't just say something like that and walk away. What treatment are you having?
None. There's no point.
Of course there is. Depending on what stage you are, there's chemo. There's all kinds of treatments now, immunotherapy trials.
What for? I'm not interested. I've got nothing left to live for anyway.
What are you talking about? When did you start drinking? Like this?
A long time ago.
Adil, where are you going?
Home. Or as I like to call it, the pub.
Please, you're gonna drink yourself to death.
Yeah, that's kind of the plan.
Adil, just
don't. Please.
Rash, you're needed in peds.
I can't find it. I'm sure it's in here.
The address book is on the hall table by the phone where it's always kept.
I need to call Mum and tell her where I am. She'll be worried.
She won't.
She said I must tell her when I'm going to be late.
No, she isn't. Put your music on, it'll calm you.
I don't want to!
Okay. Bobby, we'll take you up for an X-ray in a minute, okay? I'll be right back.
Okay. I've evacuated all of the pericardial blood, but the heart's empty. There's not a flicker of fibrillation. There's nothing more we can do, so let's stop. Thank you, everyone. Time of death, 15:15.
Tina, do we know if there's a next of kin? Tina? Next of kin?
Yeah. His fiancée, Millie. She's in the relatives' room. I can tell her if it helps.
Okay, thank you.
Ian, do you have a minute?
Yeah.
You treated Bobby a few weeks ago, didn't you?
Yeah, she burnt herself while she was cooking.
It's just... Ken's been a bit short with her, and I noticed some bruising on her arms. You don't think there's any cause for concern, do you?
What, Ken? Who won't stop talking about the wedding anniversary, who dedicates his life to looking after her. You think he's...
I just want to be sure that we have nothing to worry about.
Nothing to worry about. 100%.
Okay.
Hi, Millie.
Hey.
Millie.
I'm so sorry to tell you that Ted has died. He came in with severe chest injuries from the crash and his condition deteriorated. The consultant will be here soon to explain exactly what happened.
But he can't be. Because you said that he was stable, that he was okay.
He was stable for a short period of time, but his injuries were just too severe. We did everything we could.
You said that he was asking after me, talking about the wedding.
He was. He was thinking about you.
You shouldn't have said. Because I thought he was okay. I just wanted to see him one last time. I should have just gone and found him. He shouldn't have been alone.
But you couldn't have known.
But then I could have been there for him.
Millie.
No! No, get away from me! Just leave me alone!
You see my address book?
It's at home.
I've lost it, the green one. I need it to phone Mum.
You really haven't. Oh, God. Oh, sit down. Just for a minute.
Are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Happy first wedding anniversary, Bobby. I got us a little treat.
My favourite rosé. It's posh. It's not like you to splash out, Ken.
Only the best for my wife. I love you to the moon and back, remember? Nightmare getting my hands on that, though.
Oh, I can imagine.
Maybe I could have gotten something more expensive to represent tin.
A delicious meal wrapped in tinfoil is fine by me. I'm a cheap date.
You're the best date.
It's beautiful, Ken.
Happy Pearl anniversary, love. Oh, George and Bea sent us this card from Canada.
Lovely. Not like George to remember.
I think that's Bea's influence.
Love you to the moon and back.
And he's stealing all my best lines. Oh, bit of bubbly.
Bobby? Bobby, are you okay? There's no need to worry about Ken. We'll look after him, okay?
You never know. He might have a change of heart.
Adil, I doubt it. Brings new definition to the word stubborn.
For what it's worth, his blood results are back.
Ah, thanks. Oh, a finance meeting, great.
Hey. Are you okay?
I told Millie what happened to Ted. How he was stable in resus and it just went downhill. She didn't even get to say goodbye. Just like me.
Nay. Tina. I would give anything to go back so you could have seen him. Maybe Maybe you should take a break from recess.
No, I can't just run away. It's not what Nate would have wanted. How she's feeling, I wouldn't wish on anyone.
Well, perhaps that might help her. Talking to someone who understands.
Right, let's dive into it. Dr. Hardy?
No, sorry. Dr. Hardy was unable to attend. I'm Dr. Massam.
Great. So not only are the ED hemorrhaging money, but they also sent a junior doctor to a consultant meeting. I don't need to remind you that in the time of COVID, budgets have been cut to the bone. How can you justify your department's overspend on agency staff when numbers have been on the decline since we opened the SDCs and alternative streaming pathways? Dr. Massum.
Yes. I've got some figures here showing staff absence numbers and our issues with retention.
Yes. If you've got it in you to enlighten us, we'd be very grateful.
Actually, forget the figures. We know this. We all think the most efficient way to make savings within the department is to make sure staff feel valued. Because when people feel looked after and safe in their working environment, they're more likely to stay. And this will improve staff retention figures and reduce costs going on retraining new staff all the time. And while we're at it, it would really help if the ED could have the same enhanced pay rates as the ICU team have. There you go. Food for thought.
Right, well, thank you. You've raised some interesting points. We'll be sure to look into it. So, moving on.
It's not cancer.
Excuse me?
He said he had pancreatic cancer. Abdominal pain and jaundice are common, but his calcium levels aren't raised. I let him down before. I can't do it again. Excuse me, I have to go.
Dr. Masoud.
Okay, Ken, we'll get a heart tracing done and some spray for the pain. Your shoulder was sore earlier, wasn't it?
Bobby slipped in the shower. I caught her, but I couldn't hold on.
Okay, well, that explains the bruising on Bobby's arm. And how long have you had pain in the shoulder area? Because it's not just from the fall, is it?
On and off for the last couple of weeks.
My suspicion is that it might be angina, which means we'll have to keep you in for a couple of nights and run some tests. We'll also have to look at some respite care for Bobby whilst you're in here. It's okay, Ken, just for a few days. What's the matter?
I haven't slept properly in months. Bobby, she left the house last week. I mean, I found her a few streets away, but she's always looking for something. Dress book, old photos of Mother's wedding ring, all night sometimes. I mean, the music helps, but it's just getting more and more difficult to calm her and keep her safe.
You're finding it harder to cope.
We went to look at Middlesill Grange nursing home a few months ago, and Bobby liked it, but I decided no. I just wanted to give her one last wedding anniversary. Just the two of us. But I can't carry on.
Okay, yeah, thanks.
Can I, talk to you? This is yours. And, Ted said he was gonna give you the wedding song you wanted. Millie, if I gave you the wrong impression...
No, it wasn't your fault.
You know, my brother died not long ago. He always seemed indestructible. He still doesn't feel completely real. But how you're feeling, I know a bit of it.
How do you?
It's the hardest thing I've ever had to go through in my life. But I can give you some information on organisations that can help. And I'm here. Happy to talk to you anytime.
Thanks.
Okay.
Tina, I'm really glad that you were with him at the end.
I called Meadows Hill Grange and I spoke to a Mrs. Hyatt. There's a space, but unfortunately they need to know right away if you want to take it.
I didn't think when we woke up this morning that today could be our last day. How long do we have?
An hour and a half. It's so they can get her settled in.
I can't do that to her.
Listen, Ken, I know what it's like when things are difficult at home. And we hang on and hang on. But deep down, we know that something has to change. I think that's the situation here, from what you've told me. Ken, you have done everything you can for Bobby. You have, Ken. You've done her proud. Look, I hate to rush you, but I do need you to give me the go-ahead. Okay. I'll give you some space.
Come on, one more, I promise.
Oh, excuse me, I know him. Can I just have a minute?
Yeah, all right. Get him home.
Thank you very much.
Adil, no. Adil, get away from the bar.
Have a drink with me.
You need to stop this.
I've told you already. I've no reason to.
Okay, well, for a start, I don't think you have cancer. Your symptoms don't check out. Your calcium levels aren't raised, and the diagnosis isn't in your notes.
Uh-huh.
Yes, we need to run some more tests. but-
Okay, let's have a drink to that then.
Please, stop.
It's all right. I get it. You think I am drinking because of the cancer, but I'm not. Know my wife? Well, she left me because I'm a failure. My biggest achievement in life is having a very, very long line of failures, of which you, young man, have the honour of being the first.
You haven't failed.
You know, all my life, as far back as I can remember, all I wanted to be was an athlete. But I wasn't good enough. And then, you came along. And you had all these skills and attributes that I didn't have. And you could have made it. You could have gone all the way. The first ever British Asian 400-metre gold medalist. Ah, that would have been a fine thing. But then I pushed you too hard. And then the injury. I blew it.
No, that injury had nothing to do with you.
So he was holding out for their golden wedding anniversary. Poor sod. Having to deal with that on his own.
Mm-hmm. Well, you were right about how much you cared for her. Those anniversary meals were their thing. 3-course meal, glass of bubbly and a little dance. Every year for nearly 50 years.
And then it all stops. Breaks your heart, doesn't it?
Actually, how busy are you?
Just coming off shift, why?
I didn't have it in me. The workouts, the early mornings, I was always tired. I had no life, no real mates.
Those are the sacrifices you make.
I know, but I couldn't make them. I just wanted to be a normal teenager, go out and get trashed. The night before that last training session, there was this girl at my sixth form. She threw a party. Everyone said she fancied me, so I went. I came to that last training session, I was completely hungover, dehydrated, I hadn't slept. That's why I went out on my knee. Adil, it was me, not you. I think it was just too much for me.
I should have known. A good coach would have known.
You were a good coach.
I failed as a runner. Failed as a husband. And I failed you as a mentor.
No. No. You taught me so much. You taught me to dig deep, to keep going, to push through pain, to work hard. You taught me all of that, and that didn't go to waste. That's what got me through med school. That's what gets me through. Adil, it's why I'm here. I know you'd have never given up on me. I'm sorry I let you down. But I'm not going to give up on you. So please, let me help you. Adil. Adil!
Thanks, George. It all looks beautiful.
You're welcome. Enjoy.
Happy golden anniversary, love.
It's a bit like Florence.
Yes, 1973. Remember we raised sticks under the Ponte Vecchio?
Of course. I won.
You did. You always did.
I had a secret technique.
And you refused to tell me what it was.
Remember that waiter that kept winking at me?
Remember, I nearly pushed him into the Arno.
Thanks for the meal, Ken.
Cheers.
So this George character, he a patient-friendly alter ego of yours?
You're joking, aren't you? He's a maverick that can't be tamed.
Sure, he's just an alter ego.
Okay, it looks as though there's a large gallstone obstructing your common bile duct. Let's get some morphine and some fluids, and let's let Gastro know we'll need to book him in for an ERCP. Then we'll move you out of here.
I'm just gonna put a line in, okay, Adele?
Yeah.
Your liver's not enlarged or structurally abnormal. You're not dying, Adil.
I heard the words pancreatic cancer and...
You feared the worst and jumped to conclusions.
I love you to the moon and back.
Come on.
Bye, love.
I asked the nurses to call detox places. There might be a bed for you in Wentham in a few days. And maybe consider calling your wife. I think she'd want to know what's going on. Dill, you were a great coach. Be ashamed to waste that.
Rashid, you didn't let me down.
Do you think he'll be all right?
He'll feel better once he can go and see her. All BED, eh? providing emergency care, life-saving surgery, and of course, pop-up anniversary meals.
I used to think Lev and I would make it to 50 years. I think today shows us how precious time is, right? You need to make the most of it.
Exactly. Which is why I think we deserve a drink.
Actually, I just want to go home and snuggle up with my kids.
And she's back in the slow lane.
Shut up. Thanks for asking, though.
No problem. Another time. See you later.
Bye.
Hey, Tina. Hey, I was hoping to catch you. Look, I really admire how you got yourself back into resus.
Thanks.
I mean, the way you were able to put everything out of your mind was just...
It's never out of my mind, Jacob. Seeing how upset Millie was has made me understand what happened with Nate so much more. He died alone, with no one he loved beside him. I was only upstairs.
You know I did everything I could.
Knowing I was 1 minute away when he took his dying breath. I'll always have to live with that. My head is just... It's been a really long day.
Yeah, of course.